December 25th, 2018. While millions of families gather around Christmas trees, one soldier sits in a concrete barracks 7,000 miles from home. It's his fifth Christmas without his family. 5 years, 5 deployments, 5 empty chairs at the dinner table. But this year, something is about to change. This is the story of the Staff Sergeant Marcus Rivera, a man who chose duty over everything, and the moment that finally brought him home. Marcus Rivera joined the Army in 2013, just 3 months after his daughter Emma was born. He was 22 years old, newly married to his high school sweetheart, Sarah, and determined to give his family a better life. The military promised structure, education benefits, and a steady paycheck. What it didn't promise was predictability. Marcus was assigned to the 75th Ranger Regiment, one of the Army's elite rapid deployment units. If a crisis erupts anywhere in the world, Rangers are among the first boots on the ground. And for Rangers, holidays don't exist. The mission doesn't pause for Christmas. Between 2014 and 2018, Marcus deployed 5 times. Each deployment overlapped with the holiday season. Each year he sent home a video message to Emma. Each year he promised, "Next Christmas, I'll be there." But duty kept calling. December 2014, Marcus's first deployment to Afghanistan. Emma is just 16 months old, too young to understand why Daddy isn't home. Sarah holds the phone up to her face. Marcus sings a shaky version of Jingle Bells. "I'm sorry, baby," he tells Sarah after Emma falls asleep. "Next year, I promise, next year I'll be there." But Marcus doesn't know what the next 4 years will demand. He's stationed at Forward Operating Base Salerno, near the Pakistan border. His platoon rotates through 12-hour shifts, guarding supply routes, conducting reconnaissance missions, training Afghan National Army units. There are no days off. Christmas Day 2014, Marcus spends 14 hours on a convoy escort mission. When he returns to base, he finds a care package from Sarah, homemade cookies, photos of Emma, and a small plastic Christmas tree. He sets it up in his bunk. It's the only Christmas decoration in the entire barracks. December 2015. Marcus rotates to South Korea, assigned to the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. The DMZ is one of the most heavily fortified borders on Earth. Tensions with North Korea are escalating. Intelligence reports suggest provocations could happen at any moment. Marcus's unit is placed on high alert. Leave is canceled. Christmas comes and goes. This time, Emma is 2 years old. She asks Sarah, "When is Daddy coming home?" Sarah doesn't know what to say. Marcus starts to feel the weight. It's not just missing holidays anymore. It's missing milestones. Emma's first words, her first steps, her first day of preschool. In his journal, Marcus writes, "I tell myself this is for them, that I'm protecting their future. But what if, by the time I get back, they don't remember me?" December 2016, Marcus deploys to an undisclosed location in the Middle East, part of Operation Inherent Resolve, the coalition campaign against ISIS. This deployment is different. The tempo is brutal. His team conducts high-risk raids, targeting ISIS commanders and weapons caches. Christmas Eve 2016. Marcus's platoon receives intelligence about an ISIS cell planning an attack on coalition forces. They move out at 2300 hours. The mission lasts 18 hours. By the time they return to base, it's December 26th. Marcus calls home. Emma, now 3 years old, is unwrapping presents. She sees her father's face on the screen and bursts into tears. "I don't want Daddy on the phone," she sobs. "I want real Daddy." Sarah tries to comfort her, but the damage is done. Marcus hangs up. He walks outside the base perimeter, as far as he's allowed, and just stares at the stars. A fellow Ranger finds him there an hour later. "You okay, Rivera?" Marcus doesn't answer. He's starting to wonder if this sacrifice is worth it. December 2017. Marcus is reassigned to a joint task force, embedded with Navy SEALs conducting counterterrorism operations across multiple theaters. The missions are classified. The locations are classified. Even his family doesn't know where he is. This is the hardest deployment yet. No phone calls, no video chats, just monthly letters, heavily redacted by military censors. On December 25th, 2017, Marcus writes a letter to Emma. It takes him 3 hours. "Dear Emma, By the time you read this, you'll be 4 years old. I'm sorry I'm not there again. I know I keep saying next year, and I know that probably doesn't mean much anymore. But I want you to know why I do this. Every day I wear this uniform because I believe that what we do here keeps you safe. It keeps your school safe. It keeps mommy safe. I miss you every single day. I miss your laugh. I miss the way you sing in the car. I miss bedtime stories. One day you'll understand, and I hope you'll forgive me. Sarah reads the letter to Emma. Emma doesn't understand all the words, but she understands enough. Is Daddy okay? She asks. Sarah doesn't answer. She just holds her daughter and prays. November 2018, Marcus's 5th consecutive deployment cycle begins. But this time, something is different. His commanding officer pulls him aside. Rivera, you've been running hard for 5 years. You've earned some time off. We can rotate you stateside for the holidays. Just say the word. Marcus thinks about Emma. She's 5 years old now, starting kindergarten, making friends, living a life he only sees through photos. He thinks about Sarah, who's held the family together alone for 5 years. But he also thinks about his team, the men who've become his brothers, the mission that still isn't finished. Sir, Marcus says, I'll stay. The team needs me. His CO nods. You're a good soldier, Rivera, but don't forget, you're also a father. Marcus salutes and walks away. He doesn't tell Sarah, not yet. He can't bear to hear the disappointment in her voice. December 24th, 2018, Marcus's 5th Christmas away from home. His unit gathers for a makeshift holiday meal, canned turkey, powdered mashed potatoes, and flat soda. Someone brings out a Bluetooth speaker. Silent Night plays over the sound of distant gunfire. Marcus picks at his food. He's thinking about Emma, about Sarah, about the promise he broke 5 times. Then, at 1900 hours, his CO calls him into the command tent. Rivera, pack your gear, you're leaving. Marcus looks confused. Sir, we're not rotating out until January. Emergency leave. Your daughter's school called the Red Cross. Apparently, Emma told her teacher she hasn't seen her father in years. The teacher flagged it. The brass got involved. Marcus stares at the orders. His hands are shaking. You've got 48 hours to get home, son. Don't waste them. Marcus boards a C-130 to Kuwait, then a commercial flight to Atlanta, then another flight to his hometown in North Carolina. He doesn't tell Sarah. He doesn't tell Emma. He wants it to be a surprise. December 25th, 2018, 0600 hours. Marcus arrives at his front door. He still hasn't slept. His uniform is wrinkled. His duffel bag is covered in dust. But he's home. He opens the door. Inside, Sarah is in the kitchen, making breakfast. Emma is in the living room, playing with the toys she opened an hour earlier. Emma looks up. For a moment, she just stares, then recognition floods her face. Daddy! She sprints across the room. Marcus drops to his knees. She crashes into his arms. He holds her like he's afraid she'll disappear. Sarah rounds the corner. She sees them. Her hand flies to her mouth. Marcus? He looks up at her, tears streaming down his face. I'm home, he whispers. I'm finally home. Marcus spent 10 days with his family before returning to his unit. Those 10 days were the first uninterrupted time he had had with Emma since she was a baby. They built snowmen, they baked cookies, they watched movies, they did all the ordinary things that, for Marcus, had become extraordinary. When he returned to duty, something had changed. Marcus requested a transfer to a stateside position. His CO approved it. By March 2019, Marcus was reassigned to Fort Bragg, where he could come home every night. Marcus's story isn't unique. Every year, over 2,000 U.S. service members are deployed overseas. Tens of thousands miss holidays with their families. Some miss years at a time. We celebrate their sacrifice. We thank them for their service. But we rarely ask, what does that sacrifice actually cost? It costs birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, weddings, funerals. It costs the ordinary moments that make life meaningful. Bedtime stories, Sunday dinners, quiet mornings with coffee. For some, it costs their lives. For others, like Marcus, it costs something harder to measure. Time they can never get back. Today, Emma is 11 years old. She understands now why her father was gone. She's proud of him. But she also remembers those 5 Christmases, the ones where Daddy was just a voice on a screen. Marcus told me recently, people ask if I regret it. Honestly, I don't know. I did what I thought was right. I served my country. I protected my brothers. But if I could go back and choose differently, I'd probably choose my daughter. The military trains soldiers to be strong, to endure, to sacrifice, but it doesn't train them for the hardest mission of all, learning to forgive themselves for the time they lost. This is the story of one soldier who missed 5 Christmases and the moment he finally came home.